And that is how majority of my mornings look. Now I usually start my day with some electrolytes, coffee, Magic Mind, then I head into the studio for my morning computer work. Now what does my morning computer work consist of? Well, it's either editing videos, replying to emails, or just checking in on my investments and doing some day trading. But that whole morning time, those first 2 to 3 hours where I'm just sipping on my coffee, doing my work, is my most creative and optimized time of the day. Then after a couple of hours, I like to exercise. Now I alternate between going to the gym and lifting weights and cardio, and on my cardio days I usually hike or ride a bike. But living here in Canada, it's getting to the point of year where I can't really do that anymore, which brings me into a product that's going to help me a lot with that. So before we get into some cardio, there's 2 things I want to do. First one is kind of random, but on my hike in here, some older man was telling me about this crazy beaver dam they're building at the head of the river, so kind of wanted to check that out. Maybe we could get some cool shots of that. Then on the way home, I need to stop at Best Buy to get another external hard drive because I'm running out of memory. Shot like 400 or 500 gigs during my Colombia trip, so I need to pick up another 5 terabyte hard drive. Okay, we made it to the start of the beaver dam here, and it might just look like a bunch of sticks and chopped up wood, but look at the size of this tree they're taking down. Like, that is insane. What is a beaver gonna do with this thing? How do they even carry that? Like, wow, that is quite impressive. Hard drive secured. Had to take advantage of that Black Friday deal. Saved $65 on that hard drive, and I actually took advantage of another Black Friday deal this week and finally invested in a monitor. I've been editing on my 16-inch MacBook Pro like this for the last few years, just breaking my neck. So I got a nice 32-inch 4K monitor, which you guys saw in those intro shots, and I'll show you more of it later. But right now, just got home, so let's get into a little bit of cardio. Now this is something I've been wanting for years, an indoor cycle. I was super happy when the team over at YESOUL reached out to me and wanted to hook me up with the YESOUL G1M Plus. Now if you're in the market for an indoor cycle, I highly recommend checking this one out because it's about 1/5 of the price of a Peloton and you save around $2,000 with this thing, and it's an unreal machine. Check this out. So it has this beautiful rotating HD screen that you can plug your devices right into, and the speaker bar below is more than loud enough to get you hyped up. I personally like to watch my favorite YouTubers while cycling, or sometimes I just hook it up to Spotify and crank my tunes. You could even play games if you want, watch Netflix, cycling races, or hook it up to the YESOUL app for some spin classes and scenic rides. Honestly, I absolutely love this thing. As most of you guys may know, I'm a big fan of cycling, but living here in Canada during the winter months, I kind of lose all my cycling gains that I worked so hard for during the summer, and it's quite discouraging. So now with the YESOUL G1M Plus, I'm going to be able to bike year round, and it's going to make it a lot easier for me to get back into the routine of things when springtime comes. So if you live in a place that's a chilly climate, rains a lot, or you're just in the market for an indoor cycle, I highly recommend clicking the link in my description, and if you use code EvanLindy at checkout, it's going to save you $100. This is a fun and great way to exercise within the comfort of your home with the YESOUL G1M Plus. Whew, and after a nice fasted workout, it's time to get into some breakfast, or some might call this lunch, because I intermittent fast. I usually don't eat until around 11-12 p.m. And today we're gonna do what I've normally been doing, is 4 eggs on a bagel. After breakfast, I'll take my vitamins and supplements. I'll list my daily stack right here if you're curious to see what I'm taking on the regular. Then I'll usually dive into a couple more hours of computer work. But before I do, check out my new monitor. So this right here is my Samsung 32-inch 4K monitor, and editing on this little screen to this has just made a world of a difference, and I'm super hyped on this.
Slippers? Or unshrink that ugly sweater. Oh
no! Okay, well, quite a few hours have passed now. I've just been sitting on my computer working for like the last 6 hours. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, that's how majority of my days look. With that being said, as you guys know, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and this vlog just felt incomplete to me. So I decided to come downtown, shoot a little late night B-roll, but it is freezing, so I'm gonna have to bundle up. Let's go.